I'm getting hit with a hurricane right now, and it's impacting my reselling business. Welcome to Flipping and Punching, and I've had a rough 24 hours. We'll talk about that. Right now, we're getting hit with the hurricane. I literally just got back in town from the Highway 127 sale. If you guys aren't familiar with that, it is the longest garage sale in the world. It's 650 miles. It goes from like the tip of like Alabama all the way up to Michigan. And a lot of people go to Tennessee, but this year I ended up meeting up with a bunch of other resellers, and we ended up picking through Kentucky. And I had a rough 24 hours getting back to Tampa, let me tell you. Typically, it took me about 12 hours. It took me over about 14 and a half hours. So I am a little bit tired this morning, but we're still gonna pull some orders because these eBay orders have to go out. And we're getting hit with a hurricane right now. It just started to slow down a little bit. But as you can see, my chairs have been blown over. I got big pits of water in my yard that my water can't even drain out. The sky does not look good though. All right, so I'm outside right now. I literally last night got back in from Kentucky, but let me show you what I went through last night. And this is what I came out to this morning. Yeah, not good. I left Kentucky at 6 a.m. yesterday, and I started driving back to Tampa. Everything's good. I was making great time. I did hit some traffic in Atlanta, which made things a little bit more difficult. But when I hit Florida, I got a hurricane warning notice. I realized right outside Atlanta that the tire pressure on my truck kept going down. I've been gone for a week and it's already starting. Mr. Jack is stealing their food. Well, see, the pets haven't missed a beat. But anyway, I realized when I was like probably 6 or 8 hours from the house, I had a nail in my tire, and unfortunately, my tire pressure kept dropping on my truck as I was driving. And my truck is completely loaded with all the items I got on the highway sale. Luckily, I had my own pump in my truck, and I was able to stop every couple hours just to put some air in my tire to keep my pressure up. Unfortunately, my pump blew out. It burned out, and I tried to stop at a couple gas stations. People kept cutting off the handle at the top of the air pumps, so I couldn't even fill my tires up. So let me tell you, the last couple hours was scary though. When I hit Florida, it looked like a monsoon outside. I couldn't see more than like 10 feet in front of me. So I had to drive real careful, and yeah, it was not good. I walked outside this morning and noticed my tire is flat. So we're gonna have to fix that here in a little bit. I got my buddy drop off a pump, but let's pull a couple orders first and we'll jump into that. All right, I sold a pair of Nike shoes. They're in my storage unit. I'm gonna have to get those later on, but I'll put them up here on the screen. These came from that wrestling private pick I did. I think I paid like 250 bucks for all the shoes, and I ended up selling. I had them listed for $299. The buyer sent me an offer for $225, and I accepted. So I got $225 plus shipping on those. All right, we sold some boxes. As you guys know, I've been selling tons of designer boxes. Let's show you what I sold. I've already pre-pulled them. So I sold these bottom two for 25 bucks each, so it's 50 bucks. That's going to the same buyer. This one, I don't know why, but I sold this one for 15. I had it listed for 25. Not sure. I think I sold one of these for 25 and the other one for 20 maybe. At this point, I'm just trying to get rid of some of these boxes. I literally have probably 80 or 100 boxes I haven't listed yet. So a lot of these bigger boxes I was trying to clear out, give a little discounts on them and move those. But paid $5 a piece for those boxes. I know we got close to $100 for those boxes, and I paid a total of 25 bucks. Someone wants to go outside. You want to go outside? It's a hurricane though. You want to go? Go, girl. Are you scared? It's just a curtain. Come on. Come on. It's okay. Go outside. Come on. You scared? Come on. Go. For a vicious pit bull, she's so scared. All right, next time we sold some DVDs. I absolutely love selling DVDs because they're so easy to ship. They take like a minute to list, and I can find them at any point in time at yard sales. All right, first one we sold, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is brand new, still sealed. But you guys didn't know Matthew McConaughey was actually in Texas Chainsaw Massacre Next Generation. Picked this up at Webster in a giant lot for like 50 bucks, and I've already made my money back, and I got 15 bucks plus shipping. Next thing we sold is actually a Japanese anime DVD. Picked this up at a garage sale, paid like $1 for it. Ended up selling this one for $19.99 plus shipping. So guys, do not pass up horror movies. Do not pass up anime. They are worth looking up. All right, so I just got back from the Highway 127 sale. As I mentioned to earlier, I was up in Kentucky, was up there with a ton of guys. It was me, Colin Picker, American Arbitrage, Death Powell Picker. You know, we had the Philly Picker, we had Dan in Demand, Jimmy Old School Flips, Cincinnati Picker, Tim over the years, Don, Carrie, Lady Arbitrage. Who am I missing? Uncle Steve, Kevin's uncle, plus more. I think I'm missing somebody. But anyway, we had an absolute blast up there picking. Unfortunately, the weather up there was kind of bad. The night before we got there, they had a tornado go through and blew away a bunch of the vendors' tents. So I've been getting hit with bad weather for like the past week. We were still able to pick the next couple of days. I did get a lot of good stuff, but unfortunately, it wasn't as good as the other highway sales I went to, just to the fact of the weather, being in a brand new area. But we did have a giant pick at the very end. I want to make an entire video out of it, which is super cool. If you guys ever see my Family Guy pick, we end up doing a reselling draft at the end. This is going to be very similar to that one. So I'll talk more about this in a little bit, but let's pull some more orders. All right, next time we sold is actually an action figure. This is from the ECW line, which is a wrestling line. The ECW folded up in 2001. If you come across the ECW figures in the package in like the later series, they can sell well. This is Rob Van Dam right here. Clash of Champions, ECW. I bought this directly from the store, so I had like $5-6 for it. This was in my personal collection. I ended up selling this for $59.99 plus shipping. All right, next time we sold is actually a Macari. This is actually a Rock jean jacket. This is Sleeping with the Sirens. Really cool piece, actually. We sold this, I think, for $49.99 plus shipping, and I think I paid like $3 a yard sale or $5 a yard, so something like that. So pretty good turnaround. All right, so I was able to get my tire pumped up to at least 15 PSI to get it right down the road. The closest place to me is the Ford dealership, which I normally don't want to take my vehicle to the Ford dealership to get stuff done because it's more expensive, but I didn't have any choice because there's a freaking tropical storm hurricane hitting us right now. So they just called me and they said I cannot repair my tires. I need a new tire. My tread is low on all my other tires. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get a brand new set of tires for my truck, and it's gonna be like $1,000. This sucks. If I took it to another place, I probably could have saved $150, $200, but I mean, I don't have any choice. When we do get one tire fixed and then take my truck to another dealership or take my truck to a tire shop or something like that, I'm just wasting more time, so I'm just gonna get it fixed. This sucks, man. And then I come home, so I dropped my truck off and took an Uber home. I come home and now my back door is water's coming through. So you can start seeing some of the dirt blew in and stuff like that, water, but I was able to stick a towel in there and I was able to at least get a lot of it cleaned up, but hurricanes are not fun, guys. Sold another item on the Whatnot Marketplace. I will tell you guys, the Whatnot Marketplace has been doing better for me than Poshmark and Macari combined. I've sold more money on Macari, but I have more sales on Whatnot's Marketplace than I had on Poshmark and Macari combined. So I had some really big sales on Macari in the past 2 weeks. But anyway, I'll show you what we just sold. We sold a Bengals jersey. This is Chad Ochocinco, and that sold for $45.99. I paid $5 for that. So. All right, so we sold a couple action figures here. We sold another ECW figure. This one was Taz. Kind of already had it packaged up here. I'll put a picture on the screen. I had this in my store for a very long time. I think I listed for like $9.99. Set an offer. I think we sold for $7.99. $6.99 or $7.99 plus shipping. This came from a massive buyout of wrestling figures. This next, I'm a big fan of these. NECA did this Target exclusive Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set. This is Muckman. Really cool figures, man. They had tons of accessories. They did a really good job in the set. If you guys do see these are Target exclusives, so pick them up. We have sold off majority of these already. I have a lot of just like the lesser characters left over now, so we end up getting, I think we sold this for $12.99 plus shipping. I didn't even know these were in my store. I sold a pair of Sperry flip-flops right here. I remember I paid $1 for these at a yard sale. This has been sitting in my store probably for like 2 years, and I think I just dropped the price on it tremendously just to move it. And I'm trying to get rid of all these lower dollar items in my store, and we got like $5.99 plus shipping for these. Now, I told you guys I'm not selling lower dollar items anymore in my store. For some odd reason, when I went to Kentucky, like a bunch of lower items just sold. Like those flip-flops sold, and I sold a DVD, and I sold a VHS. So Time Bandits for $4.99 plus shipping. For the Pokemon movie, we got, I think, $5.99 plus shipping. Once again, these items have been sitting in my store for probably like a year or two. Very long time, so I'm glad to see them go. I was eventually going to take all these down once I reorganized my garage and and go through my inventory and my totes. So I'm happy when these old items do sell because the work's already done. And I'm glad to see them go. Clears more space. So let's talk about Kentucky. The Highway 127 sale is the world's largest garage sale, or highway sale, people call it. And it was fun, man. I mean, when we got up to Kentucky, we started going to vendors' tables on Wednesday morning, and people weren't even set up yet. People's stuff was soaking wet. There's tents missing because they hit with the tornado the night before, so it blew stuff away. Crazy, to be honest with you. And people's like tarps blew away. You know, those first couple of days, it was kind of hit or miss. We just drove around trying to hit up a bunch of tent sales, try to find garage sales that were off the beaten path. We did okay. I mean, I was able to find some good items. You'll guys see that in my future pick and punching videos. Did pay up for a couple items there, but it was really slim pickings the first couple of days. Me and American Arbitrage actually cut the day short one day. We stopped at like 2 o'clock because it was raining. It was just a crappy day. We ended up driving to Lexington, Kentucky, and we went to the Kentucky Roadshow, which is one of the coolest sports card shops I've ever been to in my entire life. If you guys don't know, Kentucky basketball, history-wise, in college basketball is one of the most elite programs. And they have a shop the shop is like, I don't know, a couple blocks away from the university, but half the shop is a card shop. The other half is a sports memorabilia museum. It is absolutely ridiculous. We were able to hold Olympic basketball jerseys that were player worn from the U.S. Olympics. And so that was super cool. They had like MVP trophies there. It's just really, really cool thing. So that's going to be a really good video for my card channel. But yeah, we did get a lot, but the last day was the best day because we did a private pick, which ended up saving the whole trip. Good times though, man. If you guys have an opportunity to go picking with other pickers, highly recommend it because you learn so much more from other people that do what you do. Even you guys pick the same stuff. All right, we sold some video games here, so let's pull them. Now, guys, keep an eye out for PS1 games. PS1 games prices have gone up tremendously over the last year, especially when you see Black Label. This is Black Label here. Ended up getting this. Had this listed for $29.99. Someone sent me an offer for $20 and I accepted. So I got $20 plus shipping. We sold this one here, Yu-Gi-Oh! This is the Duelist of the Roses. We end up selling this, I think, for $16.99 plus shipping. This PS3 game has gone up tremendously over the past couple years. It's Marvel Alliance for PS3. This is disc only, Marvel Alliance. You guys see this? Keep an eye out for it. Picked this up the Flee Across Florida with ADH Dave and Death Pile Picker, and I think I paid $30 for a couple games, a couple controllers. Sold this for $24.99 plus shipping. Guys, do not, and I repeat, do not throw away your old video game cases if they don't have any games. Save those. The cases, the manuals can all sell. What I usually do is put those in lots, like this PSP one. You get 9 empty cases. 8 of the games do have the manual, except for this one. If it did, I would sell this one by itself. But had those listed for $24.99. Buyer sent me an offer for $15. I accepted, so I got $15 plus shipping. And those just came like throw-ins on massive lots I buy, and they do well. So people, there's actually a lot of people don't realize this. There's an actual category on eBay for empty cases and manuals for video games. This weather is absolutely insane. Nurse Flipper Cat has actually lost all of her power, so she doesn't have power right now. I just literally looked outside and it stopped raining, but it's super windy. And then I'll go pull a couple more orders, come back, it'll be like a monsoon outside. So it's coming in waves. It's the only bad thing about living in Florida. I do live far enough inland, so I'm not in like a flood zone or anything like that. And my house is new construction, so I have concrete first and second floor, which is great for the hurricane season, but still not fun. All right, next time we sold a slot car. So going through the rest of these slot cars I have left over. Had this listed for $69.99, sent an offer for $49.99, buyer accepted. Now, this may be my favorite find. Actually, this may be the favorite thing I sold. It didn't go for big money, it sold for like $15. But this came in my big Disney buyout. It's Disney villain golf balls. Ursula there, Captain Hook. I mean, these are just cool pieces. I mean, these only sold for $15. The box is really cool looking too, so this would probably went to a Disney/golf collector, probably put in their office, put in display. That just came from my big buyout, so that was in there. I probably have $1 or $2 into it. We'll tell you one of the cool things. So Carrie from American Arbitrage went to the National. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Gary Vee fan, and he was able to go to Gary Vee's V-Friends booth. He got to get a little video footage with him and Gary Vee, which is really cool. I'm totally jealous of that. but he was nice enough to pick me up a pack or two of V-Friends. He actually picked me up these 2 packs, but the cool thing is Gary V actually signed one of them. Kind of a weak signature, to be honest with you, but still super cool. So I'll be opening those up on my Picking and Punching Cards channel, which I'm excited about. I've never dealt with V-Friends cards before. This is my first time ever having V-Friends cards, so excited about that. All right, that's pretty much all the orders I got right now. Did sell a lot when I was on vacation. I wasn't listening at all, so I probably had to add a little bit to it, but I'm okay with that. You know, when I get back from vacation, one of the worst thing is, if you do work for yourself, when you do take a vacation, you work extra before you go, you enjoy your vacation, and when you come back, you work extra again. So that's the one thing that sucks about being a reseller, an entrepreneur, because when you work for yourself, you know, you make sacrifices like this, unfortunately. But also fortunately, because I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest with you. We are back on Whatnot this Wednesday at 7 o'clock. We got a bunch of, we're doing an everything show. Got a little bit of everything there. So guys, come hang out with me. You guys get 15 bucks just for signing up if you're brand new to Whatnot. Links down in the description here below. And look forward to seeing you guys. Come hang out. You guys don't buy anything. Just come hang out with me. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you guys do like and subscribe. We're approaching those 3,000 subs here, which I'm super pumped about. Until next time, guys, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.